Hello, Brick Sculptors, and welcome back to Brick Sculpt. This is Chris, and today we're going to talk about big plans. That's right, we're going to talk about the future of Brick Sculpt. We've got some exciting new stuff coming for you, and I want to talk to you about what you guys can expect going forward with Brick Sculpt. Now, I want to talk a little bit about where Brick Sculpt came from, how it was created, and what that's going to kind of evolve into going forward. So Brick Sculpt started in my venture to learn more about modern Lego building and techniques and searching for places on YouTube that teach that kind of stuff, and there just is a lack of that out there. So the initial idea of Brick Sculpt was to teach techniques and have videos on different pieces and how to use them. And that's what we've done. And I would probably say that's where the majority of the following of Brick Sculpt has come from, is people looking for similar type technique and piece videos. Now, as the channel grew and got bigger and bigger, we definitely expanded into other facets, including builds and mocks, things like the obelisk, giant pencil, Lego cities, mini builds, all kinds of stuff like that. We've also done contests and challenges. I do a lot of posts about new Lego days. I do a lot of videos about sorting and organizing. And of course, always the intention of Brick Sculpt was to have community sharing so that I can learn, as well as hopefully you guys can learn. And as you see over time, more and more things got piled onto Brick Sculpt. And at this point in it, we're about to break 19,000 subscribers. I was really trying to hold out till 20,000, but I'm just too excited about this. I want to get it out now. And we've had to make some adjustments. The first one we made was Discord. And this took a little bit off the plate of Brick Sculpt because community sharing was quite difficult just through YouTube. Now, I do read all of your comments and I do try to reply to as many as I can. It is a big ordeal to take on, so I apologize if I'm not doing it to your liking, but it is a lot of stuff to respond to. So community sharing, a lot of the bigger ideas, pictures and videos and stuff, have transferred over to Discord. Now recently I started also dabbling just briefly into reviews. And that was never the intention of Brick Sculpt. It kind of came on unintentionally because so many people are asking about certain things, whether it be third-party brick companies or certain sets and going through them and talking about different sets. And that was the one thing I always wanted to avoid, because that was not the intention of Brick Sculpt. The intention of Brick Sculpt was learning, techniques, pieces, all of that. So we need to kind of restructure these things, and today I'm going to introduce two new categories to the Brick Sculpt family that can help clean the channel up a little bit, for lack of better words. And what I mean by that is I have too many facets under one channel where people that are here for techniques and pieces and mocks might not care about some of this other stuff. So I want to kind of refocus Brick Sculpt and spread some of this stuff out. And let me show you how we're going to do that. So I want to introduce two new facets of Brick Sculpt. And we're going to use colors to coordinate these. On each of these individual outlets, you will see a certain color. The original Brick Sculpt, of course, being yellow. But we're also going to introduce Brick Sculpt reviews, as well as Beyond Brick Sculpt. Now, Brick Sculpt Reviews is going to be a separate YouTube channel, which is going live right now. Here's a link. It's also in the description, and the first video is already posted. Brick Sculpt Reviews is going to be a brand new channel that just piggybacks off of Brick Sculpt. So we're going to take all the stuff pertaining to reviewing and move it over there. Set reviews, alternate brick company parts and sets for review, as well as new pieces reviews. So all that stuff, anything talking about my opinions about certain pieces, sets, and all of that is going to move over to Brick Sculpt Reviews. It's also not going to be uniquely Lego. I'm going to incorporate more alternate brick stuff in there, different brick companies making competing products, because it seems like there's a lot of interest in that. I have a lot of people asking and telling me about third-party companies that they really like, and I think it's worth exploring nowadays because some of these have gotten really good. Now, Beyond Brick Sculpt is a little bit different. This is going to be a category full of subcategories, the first one being Discord, and using that for community sharing, But we're also going to add Patreon. And the Patreon is also live right now. I'll link it in the description if you're interested in joining. Now, what are we going to do with Patreon? Now, the intention of Brick Sculpt was never to try to make money on it or try to get people to buy into the channel, but this is a way that we can give more to people that really want to see more. So over here, we're going to do sneak peeks, bonus content, and we're going to take some of the stuff from Brick Sculpt and just slide it over, such as sorting videos. Things that very dedicated fans might want to see, but the average population might not care as much about. New Lego Day may go over there. I'm not totally sure on that one yet. You let me know. I do like doing these openings on the Standard Brick Sculpt channel, so it very well could stay here. But I want to try to keep Brick Sculpt cleaner. And I want it to have less clutter in it, so it's more focused on the things it's supposed to be focused on. Now, what does this mean as far as regular posting? It has been my goal for the last few months to try to post every single day. If you've been watching my stuff regularly, you'll know I took about 6 days off. It wasn't intentional, and it wasn't to make this video and plan this out. I had this planned all along. Unfortunately, I had a family funeral, and I had to take a break. My house was full of people. The basement where I film had kids sleeping in it overnight, and the office upstairs where I edit also had kids sleeping in it or right next door to it. So there was just no way to make videos. But anyway, I still intend to try to post almost every day, but some of this stuff will be spread amongst platforms. So Brick Sculpt itself might not get a video every single day, maybe down to 3 or 4 a week. Brick Sculpt reviews, hopefully will have 1 or 2 a week. And Patreon should have 2 to 3 posts a week. So we're going to spread it out a little bit. You'll still get the same great content. We're just going to take some of the clutter and spread it out. For the people who want to see it, they'll go find it. The people who don't, won't have to. So I thank you guys so much for all your support. This is an exciting new step for Brick Sculpt, and I cannot wait to see how all these different outlets do and really be able to focus on the things that each of them is going to provide. Thank you all so much for your support. If you are interested in checking out Brick Sculpt reviews, please check it out in the description. I'll also link it at the end of the video here. Check out the Patreon if you want to join and see more bonus content. The Discord server, I believe, is right around 1,000 members right now, which is absolutely fantastic. So much great stuff there to see and share, and that is absolutely free, I should mention. If you have any questions about any of these new exciting ventures, please let me know below in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. I hope you guys are as excited as I am about all these new ventures, and I hope this works out great. And that's all I got for this time, and we will see you next time.